Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday morning's messages of love from above. And I hope you're as excited as I am to see what messages come through from Spirit today. Before we get into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I would welcome that. We can multiply it together, whether you're watching this live or even on replay, because we can meet outside of time and outside of space and bring that love in to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that love flow down into our heart, fill us up, and overflow out to the world. Surrounding the globe in a giant bubble of love, permeating every heart, igniting every heart possible to a higher and higher and higher vibration of love to bring us closer to that loving world that we are really headed toward. And if you yourself are in need of love right now, for your body, your heart, your mind, for a loved one, for a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send the love to you as well. Just take it in like a giant hug, giant bear hug from Spirit and from the Creator, from your spiritual posse. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for this as well. I hope everyone's having an amazing weekend wherever you're at in the world. And before we get into the actual readings, I always like to make sure everyone knows I do have a drawing every Monday for a giveaway. On Tuesdays, I put out a video for the following Monday saying what I'm giving away and how you can get into the drawing and any other giveaway news. Here is the video for last Tuesday for next Monday. I'll be giving away two 30-minute personal recorded readings. And then also there's going to be some monthly giveaways. So be sure to check out the video to see how you can get into those. It does have to do with the April monthly readings that I put out. And here's the playlist for that. If you haven't checked those out, couple of days left in April. Can you believe it's going to be May already? Whoosh. And then this morning, really early this morning, the May readings came out for next month for each individual zodiac sign. So if you haven't checked that out yet, be sure to do that if you're interested to see what's coming in. We've got more eclipse energy going on. We got Pluto going in retrograde. We got Mercury still in its retrograde, but it goes into its post shadow. So a big month, like it says, of transformational energy. So I loved those readings. And then each week I also put out at least one pick a card reading. And the one that came out this last Wednesday is what you don't see about your relationship or relationships. So I have a ton of pick a cards and I have like a playlist in there by relationships and by abundance, by career and life purpose, and a bunch of others. So if you ever want to check those out, they're all free there as well. I think, is that everything? Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right. So let me get my desktop all set up here. Let me move my coffee out of the way. And let us get this all squared away. If you're new to my channel, whoops. Let's try not to do two things at once for a sec here. Okay, let me do that. Then I can talk. Okay. Um, if you're new to my channel or these readings, I was going to say, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. And if you Want to have a free reading. How it works is there's no special list. The chat is the list, and it does. Uh, I go down in order, first come, first serve. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading, and Spirit knows what you want. We'll pull cards, and they'll bring through the readings for that. Um, if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I step outside of the free readings and I dive deeper into those as well. And then I return back to the free readings and then continue to move down the list. I'm usually on for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes I stretch it further than that. Spirit is the one who guides. So we just follow that. Um, what else? What else? Oh, to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom. Also, I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square, which are in the pinned comment at the top and also in the description box of the video down below. There's no set dollar amount. Everyone has different income at different times of their lives, from country to country, moment to moment, person to person. So a donation is a donation. I just honor the energy exchange. So don't worry about that. All right. Think, is that everything? That's everything. All right. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So I do have a couple donations here. Uh, thank you so much, Dune, for your donation. You were in first, and then Natalia, thank you for yours, and you'll be up next. So thank you so much, Dune. And I am going to be using the Naked Heart Tarot, and I also brought in the Light Seers Tarot as a second deck to rotate in and out. I think my little Naked Heart Tarot cards were getting exhausted last night. So I was like, here, let's have a backup so you don't get so tired. So we'll start with you, Dune. Thank you so much for your donation. And all right, Natalia, well, I'll use the light seers for you if you'd like. So, Dune, what can you tell? What can we tell you about your next job? Changing job in the near future? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know about your next job here. Okay. One of those. So those two. What else? Those two and that one. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah, I see here. You are ready for a new job, aren't you? Here, let me fix my screen real quick here so I can see it better. There we go. Because I see here, you do have this power of emotional choice that's coming in right now. The Three of Pentacles does tell you about being true to your authentic self. And I feel like in your job right now, you don't feel like you can. I feel like there's like so many hoops, so many roles, so many like metrics, if that makes sense. It just feels like there's so many things that are measured and constantly, constantly, constantly. And if this isn't enough, then this and this. And it just feels like they try to make you be like they try to make every employee be this not robot employee, but like the same one. Everyone has to be this employee instead of appreciating like who your characteristics are and allowing you. It's like very scripted, it feels like, and they don't allow you to like be, add your personality in, is what I feel like that. And I feel like you really need to express this. And this is a time in your life to be able to do this. The Two of Cups does show about its relationship. And, so uh, I'm laughing because your spirit guides are saying, yeah, you're in a toxic relationship right now with your work, and you're afraid to leave this toxic relationship. It's almost like being in an abusive relationship, right? Where we're afraid to leave because we think that's the only love we'll ever have. And it's like, um, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here, but I'm afraid. And I like this for you because you're getting to the point where you're ready. You're so close to going into a new position here. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which this whole purpose here, this is the emotional confusion that is, comes around about what do I want to do? I'm not sure what I want to do. Can I do something else? there's like it feels like you have a cloud around your head, right? Where you're just trying to um, literally wrap your head around what you really want to do with your life. And I feel like here, this is spirit with the Nine of Pentacles, drawing you into this hermit's journey in the outside world. It's almost like they're saying, step away from everything. Here's spirit with you in this, like it's usually in a garden, and they're having you step away and really evaluate what would make your heart sing. What would you want to do if money and opportunity, everything wasn't there? What would you want to do? And what is holding you back from that? Because I feel like that's what's, this confusion here, this not lack of clarity has to do with fear, where how it, when we're in fear, our mind just goes into fight or flight mode. And like if you can step away, I feel like I've been talking like 100 miles an hour, and then they're like, if you can just step away and take a deep breath, and then we come back to this here, then you can look and whittle away what of those opportunities in the outside world aren't for you, and you whittle it down to a couple where you're like, okay, what do I want to do? What does my heart want to do? What would make my heart sing? What is standing in between me and that? Really, what is it? Is it money? Is it, what am I worried about? How can I make it happen? And I really feel like this is this transformational time for you, because you do have the 10 of wands, which this feels like the burden, right? A lot of energy you're investing in the job right now, and you're ready. The 10 is an ending and a new beginning, and I feel like you're on the precipice here of determining what it is you really want. And then looking at the plan, like the plan, they're like capital T, the capital P plan. What's the plan? Put together steps of how you're going to get there, and do it. Is it you have to take some schooling, or you have to change, location? Do you have to downsize? It's like all the stuff. It's like, what do you truly want? And make a plan to get there. And this brings this new energy, instead of having all this energy invested in, like 10 of wands and all these areas. You find your true north. In fact, that's funny, because I have a little note card here that says true north. That's my lovely handwriting. True north. It's a reminder for me, if I start getting confused and I have different things, it's like, what is my why and what I want to do? Then it's very easy to make decisions, because I'm like, this doesn't fit into my true north. It's just, it feels urgent, but it's not important. I can just let it go. It just helps you really super focus, and you're able to make a leap then. So, yeah, this is the thing. The job doesn't come towards you. You move towards your dream. You move towards what you're wanting to do. This is the journey. We wish we could have like a you know, a scroll fall from the heavens that tell us this is what you are supposed to do, but that's the scavenger hunt. That's you moving into your heart. And spirit, whenever I get like a lot of, and I get a lot, the question quite a bit, because I had it quite a bit in my life, is what is my life purpose? Just tell me already. And they're like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, no, what do you want me to do? And they're like, what do you want to do? I go, no, what do you want me to do? And they're like, you can do, how do you want to express the love in your heart to the world? And I'm like, so you're going to leave it up to me, aren't you? And it is. We can express it. There's no wrong job, but it's, what do you want to do? And this is what spirit wants you to really dive into here. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is you diving in there to determine that. So take some time away. If you can do a little mini vacation, or like the weekend, get away from all the hustle and bustle and all the everyone's voices. And if you can spend some time just really looking into your heart and go, if I could do anything, what would it be? And why do I want to do it? And if it aligns with your higher heart, you're going to just see this plan of, all right, well, in order to do that, I need to do this, and then I need to do this, and then I need to do this, and just put the steps and then start working on it every day. And it'll transform your life. You might, be at your current job for a couple more months while you make all these changes and these plans and get things in order, but you're going to be so happy. You're not going to care as much because you don't feel like you're in a prison sentence at your current job. You're going to feel this wonderful, I'm headed somewhere. I see the light at the end of the tunnel and I'm getting out of here. So I really like that for you. And my time on my computer just hit 1111, which is a very important number of your spirit guides nudging you, saying, come on, let's go. So that's what's coming through, Dune. I know we wanted, like, I know a day and a time and where I'm going, but that's the power of that you get to do it. You're not at the whim of the world. You get to really co-create your life with spirit. So I like it for you. Very empowering. And that's what they have for you. So thank you so much, Dune, for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Natalia, you are up. Thank you for your donation. And let's switch over to the Light Seers. I do love the Light Seers tarot as well. One of my favorite decks. In fact, I have two of them. One of them had some bent cards in it, and a friend gifted me. They had got a deck given to them. They're like, "Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes!" So beautiful, beautiful. All right, Natalia. So you'd like a general reading for what is coming for you next. So let's take a look here. What is coming for you next? All right, got that. What else? All right, and that. All right. And what else? All right. There we go. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. So you have the Knight of Cups. I like this Knight of Cups because it's, this beautiful movement of emotion. It's very romantic, very love being brought towards you, right? And I like this. It really feels here too. With the 8 of Pentacles coming in, this is about, you've done the work, you've invested the time, you've really been looking at your, all the eights, right? You've been looking at the 8 of Swords, which is looking at the mindsets that no longer serve you, that had made you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And you've looked at the 8 of Cups, which is all about, movement of leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you and moving you forward. And the 8 of Wands, too, which is investing your energy into this. So you've been doing the work, the blood, the sweat, and the tears around love and your self love. And now movement of love is happening in your life here. You really are having this new journey that's coming forward here. The Full card is like the beginning. It's the 0. It comes after the World card, which is ending of old cycles and beginning of new. So definitely this is movement in the outside world, movement in your life coming forward. But the Full card is also very much without expectation, without a lot of rules that are restricting, right? Um, and that's what all that 8 of Swords was doing before. It's those, sometimes I think it's in this Naked Heart, it has like a rose that has all these thorns around it that are keeping it, like barbed wire almost, keeping it trapped and not able to move forward because we've been taught the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and must around relationship. What's a relationship supposed to be like? How is it supposed to start? And all the steps along the way, and who are they supposed to be? And who am I supposed to be? And blah, 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 blah. And it just sucks the air out of the sail. Or from around the flame, and the flame goes out, right? And so I like this because what you've been doing and what is continuing to happen here, you have the Knight of Swords. You're having the change of mindset and expectation around love. And because of the Knight of Cups is really showing it was about love. The Devil card here is our shadow, Capricorn, Saturn energy, where they show us and challenge all of those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around relationship and they cut away, the fears of losing conditional love. And here's the Knight of Swords movement, being guided away from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, releasing all of those, restrictions, which is what is bringing you, into the Fool card here, into this new journey, into this new adventure. And there is this, beauty in that, because when we're taught all these expectations and roles, we really limit the creator and spirit, going, no, it has to be this way with this person at this timing and da da da. We get this really, really thin line and say, this is what I need. And we get a little notification from spirit going, well, that particular exact person and way and timing is on back order for 1,000 years. So are you willing to wait for that? And we're like, heck no, I'm not going to be here in 1,000 years. I'll be someone else on a different journey. And they're like, okay, well, maybe if you let go of some of the control over the who and the how and the when, trusting that the creator and the spirit world are going to bring us the perfect person and the perfect timing in the perfect way, then we can live freely. And that's where the Full card comes in. We live so free on an adventure, enjoying the moments that we have, enjoying our passions. And then that's when that's why they say when you stop looking, that's when love comes in. When we stop looking, we're having a blast. We're doing the things we do, learning pottery, painting, going on vacations and journeys and trips with friends, and, singing, whatever our passions are, we're doing that. And then that's when we happen to bump into someone that has similar passions, right? So I really like this journey, and this is what is coming towards you. One, a wonderful free path of enjoying your moments. Um, Not focused on meeting someone, but just going with the flow, trusting that it's unfolding. But I just feel like you're living life, and I really like that for you. So that is what I feel is coming through for you, Natalia. So hopefully that resonates, and that is what they have. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. All right. So I think that is all the donations. So we'll scooch up here to the top, and we will start here with Smita. You are the first free reading. And you want to know, oh, first of all, hi. Is another life partner coming your way? Let's take a look here. Is another life partner coming your way? Yeah, with this, I feel like you have a lot of emotion here with the moon and the cup suit here. And I feel like this is, yes, this is a preparation for a life partner. And what they're having you focus on here first, though, is, the moon card here is diving deep here into your subconscious and the unconscious, the emotions, the like repressed and suppressed emotions that are below the surface in your subconscious world. The Five of Cups has the three cups that are spilt. So there's some pain that's bubbling down underneath here that spirit is encouraging you to look into those and transform those. You have definitely the ability to do so, because you have the Two of Cups here, which allows you to see that every emotion is either of unconditional love or the fears of losing conditional love, and you can transform those as you look back at them. You have the dark wolf and the white wolf. Whatever you focus on is what grows and expands, right? Every moment is either one of fear or one of unconditional love. And as we dive deep into the old emotions, we realize that when we had moments of fear, it's because someone else said something or did something that was out of fear. Because when a human is in their non fearing mind, we are very intelligent. We've learned so much. We're very compassionate and loving. And so we do loving and compassionate, intelligent things. But when our little inner child goes into fight or flight mode and it feels unsafe or out of control, this human is knocked out of the control room. And what's left is that subconscious, the little inner child that's living down here in the depths, and they don't have the access to all the stuff we've learned, and so they're very reactive. It's almost like a cat. I always used to say it's like a cat mind. It hisses and attacks, it hisses and run away, or it hisses and attacks and then runs away. And so when someone else is feeling out of control and safe, they're gonna do stupid things, unloving things, and uncompassionate things. They're gonna say all that, do things. They're just trying to feel safe and in control. Like a cat, when you're petting it and someone slams the door, doesn't go, "Hey, put me down. I'm about to freak out. I don't want to hurt you." They're just like, "Meow," and up and over your face and over your head, leaving, scratch marks all the way down your back and blood everywhere. It's like, okay, and we don't blame the cat. We're like, okay, he got scared, and that's what cats do. When cats get scared, we know what they do. Well, when humans get scared, that's what humans do. And when we realize that, we realize it wasn't personal. And so when someone said something or did something, it's like swimming out to rescue someone who's drowning. They can hit you upside your head and see that you're there and then grab onto you and pull you under the water with them. And they're not trying to hurt you or murder you. They're just freaking out and panicking. And when you get them back to the shore and they calm down, you do see the, uh, you know, the adult, non-animal part of them return. They're like, "Oh, hey, thank you so much for rescuing me," or whatever, right? So when we go through that, when we're looking at this transformation with the stuff coming in here, this is this beautiful ability to change the impact of past things. Forgiveness, I know, can be a dirty word, but it's. I like how someone said it. Forgiveness is not forgiving the act; it's forgiving the person, and it's refusing to um, be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions and words, and we pour out that poison that's in there, and we then allows space to be filled with love instead. So I feel like this is what they're having you focus on right now, because it's going to change your vibration of love from being a lower vibration with some of that pain in there and drawing in what we always draw in. And as you release that stuff, your vibration of love in your heart and your self love goes up, and you draw in someone more in alignment with who you are instead of what you had before. So that's what they have for you, Smita. So I know that went very deep, like deep into the subconscious and deep into that, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings for you, and hang in there. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And we have double, triple, quadruple X. You want to know what's new coming to you? Let me just take a quick sip here. All right. So, what new is coming towards you? All right. Well, you have some new passion headed your way here with the Ace of Wands. And here you have the King of Wands. King of Wands rules over air, but all the kings are also given a second portion of air. So they're not only the ruler, they're the master of thought and belief and mindset and expectation. They have this mighty Ace of Swords that allows them to connect to the higher realms, to see things from a different perspective, rooted in unconditional love. And it's a double edged sword because it also allows you to cut away old thoughts, some old beliefs, and some old mindsets that are rooted in fear. I call them the small t truths because they're really not true. They're lies. They're opinions we were told growing up around whatever this new passion is towards. If it's towards person, then it was all these rules we have around what a relationship should be. If it's around a new job or a new uh life purpose, it's about letting go of all the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's of the past. So there's this beautiful passion, this beautiful energy that comes in, because as you're cutting away all the energy that you were investing in trying to make those expectations and meet the expectations of others, all that energy comes back to you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's like when we ever whenever you get out of a relationship that you've been in, where it just felt like it was a burden, and it's usually because we have a long list of expectations in our head that we're trying to live up to. When the relationship ends, we're like, where did all this energy come from? Well, so we didn't realize how much energy we had in the fears of losing love and trying to, check everything off the list. And so it's really beautiful. I really love this freedom that's coming, this energy that's coming towards you because you've been cutting away fears around a particular area of your life. So whatever has been feeling repressive and like you're in a cage, you're busting out of that, and there's where this energy comes in. It's like a little puppy who's been kept in their kennel all day long, and you come home and you open the door and they're like woohoo, and you just like psh, you're headed off in a wonderful direction with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, wagging your tail, ears flopping in the wind. So I really like that for you. uh, and that's what's coming through right now. So beautiful, beautiful message for you. Double, triple, quadruple X. Many blessings to you. All right. Silent Victory, you will be the next free reading up here. I do have a donation that came through here. Let me just take a look here. All right. So, Natasha. Thank you, Natasha. There you is your question there. Thank you for your donation. Greatly appreciate that. And let me just look down here. I could probably move my microphone a little bit. All right. So, some insight on selling of your house. Absolutely. I love your butterfly and your unicorn. Let's take a look here. So, guidance on selling your house. What would spirit like you to know? Okay. What else? All right. And then that one. Okay. 231. Let's see what this is all about here. Okay. I like that. All right. So you do have, here's the 10 of Pentacles here, which is like home. This is the home feel here, right? Where here's the family and the legacy and all that. So I really feel like this really just represents the question going, yeah, definitely with the 7 of Wands here, it's doing what you are wanting to do is the first thing that they're saying is like, there's going to be people here that are poking at your dream. Your dream is to change a location and to, sell the home and move and change. And there's people, all these lovely opinions poking at your bubble, right? And you're just like, oh my God, you know, but I like this. They're like, just stay at peace, realize that you don't have to answer to any of these people. They're just, fearing and they have their own fears, their own things that are going on. This is just you, just serene and focus on your dream and breathe and, move forward in what you're wanting. This is also represented here with these 3 cards that came out. You have the star card here, which is what is your dream, and focus on your dream and really make sure it's your dream that you're trying to move toward and do. But this is like dream come true. So it's very much, you know, a indication here of moving forward. It's very much a thumbs up and that it's supported. You've got the, also the 2 of Cups, which is emotional choice, and the 9 of Pentacles, which is the hermit's journey. And really, again, it has this feeling here of, she goes into the bubble and doesn't listen to people. The 9 of Pentacles, with the hermit's journey being the number 9, draws you, spirit here with you draws you in from the outside world, and you determine what you want. Again, this is with, you don't need anyone else's assistance in where you're wanting to do and where you're wanting to go. They're saying very much this independence here. And I know this can mean like relationship and etc., but it really has to do with emotional choice, that you have a choice to make in any situation. And I like this fear release that comes with this, because when we realize that I get to choose what any situation, in any situation, what I want to feel, even what story I put to it, I get to decide. We fear, well, what if it doesn't work out the way that everyone else thinks it should? And they're all blah, 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 and telling you, you should be upset or you should be devastated or you should do this or whatever. You know, there's this, I don't want to, feel like I have to make everyone happy. It's like, no, I get to choose what any situation means. I could go outside and if I have a flat tire in a car, I could choose to get upset and cuss and whatever and throw things around and get angry and have it ruin my day. Or I can be like, thank you for keeping me from getting in a fatal accident or getting a ticket or, delaying me so I bump into someone. So there is this wonderful power here through this situation, where they're saying, choose what you, yeah, I mean, really, all four of these cards are choose what you are wanting and not be, taken off of away from your dream by other people's opinions and blah, blah, blah. You can do this. You get to choose. And you're the one that's going to live where you're going to live and live your life. And if people don't like it, they don't have to come and visit. you know, there's this freedom that comes through this, for you. And so I really like that. And then you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is movement of thought and belief, movement, duh. So leaving behind old ways of thinking, moving to new ways of thinking, but definitely also a you know, uh, reinforcement of the move is supported. Just there's some fears to leave behind. That's what the Three of Swords are behind, and move forward in what you're wanting to do. Again, it just feels like it's really reinforcing here of people. A lot of people have opinions, and that's okay. Everyone is entitled to them, but you don't have to listen to them. You get to live your life, and you can step out of the fears of disappointing people. Make the decisions for you, and I mean, really, just live your dream, is what it's coming down to here. You are guided, so if you're unsure of a decision to make, you have this wonderful umbilical cord to your higher self in the spirit world. Just ask them for clarification and answers. If you're unsure, that means you don't have enough information yet, and just wait. You're going to get the answers, but ask spirit, and they will guide you along the path here, and answers will come. Just step out of your fears. Um, you don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else's opinion. Um, so I like it for you, and that's what's coming through here. So hopefully that helps give you some guidance here. But you definitely will have the answers to your questions, and it's going to be no brainers. That's why whenever we're like, well, I'm not sure, if we're not sure about the next, like, a choice to make, it means I don't have enough information to make a choice, or I'm fearing. And so if I'm fearing, then I step out of fear and then I'm like, okay, there's the answer. Or if I step out of fear and I'm like, I still don't know what I want to do, it means I don't have enough information. Ask spirit, ask questions, and then you'll just know. But don't let fear hold you back. Um, Only allow delay, if it's you just don't if you don't have all the information, is what they're saying. So hopefully that helps, Natasha. And I'm excited. I do see that you will sell your house and you're going to move into where you're wanting to go. So I really like that for you. Yeah. Yeah. And here's the movement. So you have the movement card of the outside world again here, and the Nine of Cups, the other wish fulfillment card besides the Star card. So move forward towards your dreams. Again, reiterated here. So I love spirit. They're like, just in case, here it is again. So I love it. Again, thank you so much for your donation and enjoy your move. Those are always fun. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. And oop, I think I clicked off here. Let me see here. All right. So I think I left off with Silent Victory. You are the next free reading coming up. Let's take a quick sip here. All right. Hello, hello. And you'd like a general reading. Let's take a look here and see what we've got here. For silent victory, that one and that one. All right. So you have a couple grounding earthy energies here with the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And they work so well together because, the Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, taking care of you, taking care of yourself, new birth, new things coming your way. And the Three of Pentacles really is this energy of being true to your authentic self. So it is a time to focus on your needs and what you're wanting, where you're wanting to head, what you're wanting to do, and not allowing a lot of other people, to take you off of your path out of fear of losing praise or being punished, right? Because it is a time. You have a big heart. You give to a lot of people, but this is a wonderful, wonderful clarity that comes in for you on, withdraw some of that energy back and focus it on you, redirect it. The greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. And if you're a barrel, that, instead of like, I love being a chalice because there's nothing plugged in. There's just all this love that pours into us, fills us up, and everyone else gets overflow. We're healthy, we're full, we're feeling good, and everyone else gets this beautiful, delicious, overflow. But before that, when we feel like we're a barrel in our lives, like we're this barrel that we plug people in down below and they're siphoning off our energy, right? Well, we're never full because it's always being drained and drained and drained and drained and drained. And we give until we're exhausted, and we continue to give until we're resentful. And then people are tasting this stagnant, bitter, resentful waters, which don't taste anything like those overflow. And so when we realize the biggest gift is me being full, and what they get when it overflows is so much better. A drop of that is so much better than gallons of this, bleh, bitter water that they get down here. So we transform it from this barrel. We throw the barrel out, and we were like, I become in a chalice. And I feel like that's what they have coming in here for you is you choosing you. And it sounds selfish, but in the long run, it doesn't infect people. It's like stagnant water. It's like, yeah, getting rid of that and having this beautiful overflow where the water is continually flowing and it's fresh and it's wonderful and you're full, then it is healthier for everyone. And so I like that for you. And this is the message that's coming in for you right now. Silent victory. So many blessings to you. I like it. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list. The next free reading will be High Priest Girl, but I do have a donation, so I shall return. Thank you so much, Nikita, for your donation. I appreciate that. Hey, hey, hey. And let me see here. I don't think. Oh, thank you. There's your question. So, what is coming towards you in the next 3 days? All right. Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know that's coming towards you? All right, in the next 3 days. Uno, dos, tres. So, looks like you have a card for each day here. Wow. I like this for you. So, day one here, you have the Chariot. This is movement, this is victory, this is power of choice too. So, like day one, it's like, what story do you want to put, to what's going on in your life, right? The Chariot card is the power of choice card, which tells us every moment is a choice between unconditional love or fears of losing conditional love. All these opinions and supposed tos and expectations we've been given all our lives telling us this is what it's supposed to mean. But every moment we get to have, what story am I going to put to the situation? Not what I'm supposed to, what am I going to choose? Also, every moment I get to choose what emotion I want to feel. So, not what I'm supposed to, with everyone telling me, well, when that happens, this is how you just have to feel. No, I don't. I can laugh at a funeral. I can feel spirit and laugh. People, oh my God, I can't believe you're laughing. Well, that's your choice. I'm gonna choose to celebrate life and feel their loving presence. You know, oh, it's supposed to be devastating. No, they're in a happier place. I'm happy for them, that they don't have to work anymore, or pay taxes, or, have pain anymore. I'm like, you know, and then we also, so it's a mental choice of story, an emotional choice, and then energy. Am I focusing on gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter? It is. It's like this wonderful, you get to choose that. So you're really stepping into that. And it's like day one is, what do you want to choose of whatever's happening in your life? And I feel like you start with some small things day one, realizing, I get to choose. What am I choosing? In fact, even put it in your phone, like a little vibrating silent alarm, right? Every waking hour, have it go off every hour from after you're woken up until you're going to go to bed. What am I choosing in this moment? And just realize, yeah, what am I choosing? That's why I changed how usually we, went with friends and everyone, you're like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. I changed it to, how are you choosing to feel in this moment? And they're like, wow, all right. How am I choosing to feel in this moment? It's awareness, right? And I really feel like this is an important thing for day one for you. Day two, you go in here and you've got the high priestess. So day two, you're really in tune with spirit here. And I feel it's because day one, you have this major arcana, significant awareness with that. And if you do the, reminders and you're really in the moment, it brings you into this wonderful connection with spirit. Where day two, you're kind of like, um, not necessarily alone, but the high priestess does go into her high priestess temple, and she just realizes, she just looks out at life as a witness of life and going, wow, I'm realizing what choices I'm making. I'm realizing what choices everyone else is making. And you're feeling this wonderful connection with the higher realms, right? You're just feeling really in tune, because as you choose more of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. And as we're raising our vibration, we're starting to really get these mental messages, emotional messages, messages from the outside from spirit. And you just really feel like this is with two major arcana, 2 days in a row. I feel like this is a big, important, pivotal time in your life here where you're just really realizing, I choose what I'm experiencing in life. I think is it James Allen? I think it is. I read it in a book where he said, it's not the person, I'm sorry, it's not the situation that a person is going through that determines what it means to them and how it impacts them. Otherwise, everyone that went through a situation, it would impact them exactly the same. But it doesn't. So it must be the person going through a situation that determines it. And it's so empowering. And I feel like this is this big, empowering time in your life where you're realizing, I get to choose. I get to choose. And you're really witnessing it. Day two is like you're kind of stepping back, paying attention to your choices, but you're also noticing choices people are making, going, yeah, so they're choosing that, but they don't have to. So I don't need to change that. That's their experience. That's what they're doing, right? So I like that. And then day three, you have the 10 of cups, which just feels like life is overflowing, because you're realizing so much about love and life and everything that's happening. You just see life in a completely different way on day three. So this is a very transformational time for you that's coming up here in day one, two, and three, if you choose to do this. So this is a great opportunity, and I feel like the all the stars are in alignment for you for this to unfold. But it's very powerful and very life changing. If you choose to set that alarm of what am I choosing in this moment? What story, what emotion, where am I investing my energy? And do I want to change that? And then day two is you're realizing this connection you have with spirit, how you're witnessing what you're choosing and what other people are choosing. And then day three, you're like, I'm choosing love, 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 love. And it just each moment feels so different because you're realizing theoretically, um, you can choose unconditional love every moment for the rest of your life. Now, it could be boring. It's not why we come down here. We come down here for this beautiful ebb and flow. But boom, you could have it. And you're like, well, I'm going to try it as much as I can for this third day. And you're just like, wow, what a difference that can make in your life. You're just life, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. And when we're changing our viewpoint of the world, suddenly the world changes. We're like, when was it such a loving place? Well, it's because you're connecting to this deep love inside of you. So I like it for you, Nikitha. Very powerful. Wow, what's going on today? But I love it. So I'm excited to see what you do with that. No pressure. But many blessings to you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So Kanya, Shrik Kumar, I probably murdered that. My apologies. Thank you for your donation. And you want to know what are the current intentions of Naved towards you? All right, let's take a look here and see what they have. So I'm just going to take another sip here. All right, so 2, 2, and 2. Let's see what we've got going on here. All right. So their current intentions right now, no, they're not going to try to kill you. I know, death card, dun dun dun. The Nine of Swords, they actually are releasing their fears. The Nine of Swords is, of course, the nightmare insomnia card, which shows that they have a lot of fears around relationship. They have a lot of fears around closeness and, being vulnerable and opening their heart. And it's been keeping them almost to this point of exhaustion with this. But this is what this death and this rebirth is coming in, is because they're facing these fears. They're really tired. The 10 of swords that comes after this is they're just exhausted trying to live up to all these expectations and thoughts and beliefs that they've been given all their life on what it's supposed to mean and you're supposed to do and blah blah blah. And then there's fears of when I opened up before I got my heart broken, blah blah blah. There's all this stuff, and this rebirth in here is it's taking over. It's getting rid of those things. So I like that, because what comes next here is is new birth, is sensuality, coming in, and the balancing of heart and mind. So this is what is like stage two. Stage one is what they're doing right now. Stage two feels like, anywhere between 1 and 3 months of them really getting things balanced out where they feel brave enough to step forward. The balancing, the queen, you can even see here, the ace of cups is like in a little cage. This is like love. It's in a little cage and they're getting ready to release it. They kept it in a cage because they felt like they were keeping it safe from all the scary things out there, right? But this is coming in where they are opening up, they're balancing the mind, all the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, all of these rules. They're balancing it with the heart, and the heart is able to come out of prison. And then that's when this new birth comes in, this new sensuality that comes in here. So I do like this. I mean, they do have emotion in there, and it's just being kept in a cage for now, for safety purposes. It's funny, but But the Seven of Pentacles is what is about this, you know, the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. This is like the patience card, and that's why what is the current intentions? It's like, they want to move towards you and they're working on freeing themselves up and freeing their heart up so they can move towards you, but it takes time here. It takes time for things to grow and for the fruit to come out here. But I mean, literally, you have 3 out of the 4 queens here. So there's a lot of emotion because all the queens, even though she rules over the mind, she rules over the earth and the outside world, and she rules over energy and passion, all the queens are also given a second portion of water. So it definitely tells me there is bubbling underneath the surface, behind the scenes are these emotions that they will express, that they will have action. This is what the Queen of Wands does. She's the passion, the fire, the movement, which is what comes, with the Seven of Pentacles. And again, I feel like it's 1 to 3 months, and it all depends on you. Oh, what? What? On me? How is it depending on me? Well, whenever we get like a Seven of Pentacles card, anything that's patience around a relationship, it's always happening on purpose, for purpose, not just for the other person to get their stuff together, but for us to raise our vibration of self love, because it's a win 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 when we do that. Um, because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to give, it's just going to trickle out. No matter how much love they want to give me, it's just going to trickle in. But the more I focus on raising my self love by connecting with the higher realm, like they're doing, cutting away my fears, all these expectations, old emotions that no longer serve me, doing that wonderful shadow work, right? It expands the pipeline between not just me and the upper world where I get this flood of wonderful unconditional love. My pipeline to humans also expands, and the amount of love that I can give back and forth also increases. So I like this for you. It is in the works, and that's why they're saying 1 to 3 months, because the more energy you focus in on raising your self love, the faster things speed up, right? So that is what I feel is coming through for you, Sukanya. So I'm excited for you. I like that they're doing their stuff and they're working on that, those fears, um, and that there's this balancing. They're letting their heart out, and there will be movement here, and fruition that comes in. So I like it for you, and that's what they have right now. So many, many blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly appreciate that. All right. Let me just put these cards away. And I think that is all of my donations. So we will return to the free readings up above. And we had left off with High Priest Girl. Hello. So, what's he thinking about you and the next actions towards you? Let's see what is going on in their mind and what are their next actions here. All right. Wow. So you got 2 6s here. The 6 of Wands is what they're thinking about you. And they see you here standing out, standing above. They really see you, like this is someone on stage. I always joke, Spirit always tells me, show someone doing karaoke. This is what reminds me of. But they're seeing you here as someone who isn't, you stand out, but you can see the audience out here is like all transparent. And that is because they see that you're not really all about being recognized. You just don't see, um it's empty. People's praise and people's blah 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 is empty, and you look for higher recognition, right? Obviously, High Priest Girl, you look for the high uh, individuals up above for recognition, and they definitely see who you are, but they see this in you. And one, this is like a dual message. One, they see you as standing out, but they also see that you don't care that you stand out and you're not doing it for attention. you're just being true to your authentic self. And they really like that. And so that's what comes through there. And their next actions here equal giving and receiving here. I like this coming in here because it feels mutual. It feels like they do want to give and receive, uh, equally, a well balanced relationship, not a codependent relationship. I feel like um, and this has to do with the outside world with the pentacles. And so I like this. They want to give to you and they want you to be able to give to them too. They are, I like this mutuality, like they're not some like, I gotta be blah, 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 you are, I'm the man, I do all this. They're just like, they feel it feels equal, this beautiful bonding. Like they have this wonderful divine masculine and feminine um, energy within them, a well balanced one, and you have a well balanced divine masculine, divine feminine within you, and it just meshes so well together. And they're okay with that. They're not like, well, what, you want to hold my door open? No. you know it's not that way. It's very mutual, if that makes sense. um and then two sixes are a great message. It's the right path. It's a beneficial path. It will unfold. So I like this coming in here. I mean, that's what they have. Yeah, boom, it just like psh, psh, no more message. It just all came flowing out, and then they're like, that's it. Your guides are funny. So that's what they have for you, high priest girl, and many blessings to you. I like him for you. All right, so many blessings. The next free reading up will be Ms. Draw, but I do have a donation, so I shall return. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for your donation. And you want to know what your angels want you to say when your manifestation comes to you. All right. So, what do they want you to know about this? Let me see here. Do they want any over here? Yeah, I'm really drawn to the Earth Magic Oracle for you here. So, let's take a look here. So, what do you want for Priyanka regarding this manifestation? All right. I laugh because breathe. What do they want you to do? Breathe the forest. I love this. Beautiful, beautiful card here. And let's see what message comes in here with the forest for you. Says, as we make our way across the meadow to the thicker parts of the forest, there's a subtle shift in the sensations in the body, one that might initially be barely perceptible, but soon becomes undeniable. It's nearly impossible not to take deeper breaths. The richness of the forest's oxygen, given freely and generously from the trees, they call them the standing ones, to us, is a natural exchange for the carbon dioxide we release every time we exhale. Further, the animals of the forest participate in this exchange as well, in what is one of the most miraculous and remarkable collaborations between plants and animals that serve to help each other live and thrive. The ratio of this oxygen carbon dioxide exchange has been in balance for millennia, but has been changing quite dramatically, of course, in the last several years as carbon dioxide levels have been rising. Yet there are many parts of the world where we can still enjoy the refreshing and revitalizing effects of an afternoon, enjoying the sights, the sounds, and smells of a walk in the forest. Through prayer and action, we can express our gratitude to these tree beings for the many gifts they provide, not the least of which is contributing to the very air we breathe. Things are different after a walk in the forest. And there's a message that comes with this for you, but I feel like part of this is gratitude. What do you do Like, what do you say when your manifestation comes to you, or what do you do to help your manifestation come to you? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. A walk in the forest, appreciating what you do have, and when you do get manifestation of things, walking through and enjoying the manifestation in gratitude. Huge, huge lesson and message there. The the message to you is your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes this shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if this is habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates certain physiological signals that prepare your system for fight or flight. Another conditioned response to this perceived danger is to hold your breath. This is your survival response, although it does not serve you to do so. So, breathe, inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, your worries, or problems, and then let it go. Next, allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower a few times. Remember that every breath you inhale is a gift, and every breath you exhale is a gift. And the forest is a clear reminder of how this works. Wow. I love that for you. So beautiful, beautiful message of being grateful for the gifts that you have of exhaling and inhaling, and of this gratitude for what you do have draws in more things to be grateful for. And there's this message here of when we focus on our fears and we're short of breath, and we're that energy delays us manifesting, right? Because whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And so when we slow down and take deep breaths and have gratitude with the in breath and gratitude with the out breath, more things to be grateful for do come in. And we're not focusing on fear. And so when we focus on fear of what something might leave our life or something that will come into our life or not come into our life, we repel things and we draw things in of what we're fearing. So I like this beautiful energy coming in here. And I love that message for you, Priyanka. So hopefully that resonated and helped, and many blessings to you again. Thank you for your donation. All right. So we return back to the free readings, and Ms. Dra is where we left off with. So anything that Spirit would like you to know right now. So let's take a look here. Okay, you want that and that. Just take a quick sip here. All right. So I do like this energy coming in here for you. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is about seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And I like this combination of the two. We just talked about the Six of Wands because I put it in, it came flying back out. You know, here's the audience, the world, and we're taught so much to try to please the world and be seen by the world. And, we're taught that our worth depends on the outside world. But there's this, it's almost like this Four of Pentacles energy that comes in here, which is when we define ourselves by the outside world, our worth feels very unstable. Why? Because the three places that we're told to define ourselves, right? Is relationships, situations like jobs and education, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, right? Well, people are unstable, right? People change, people walk away, people pass away. So relationships are not very stable for very long, if at all, right? So when we define ourselves by them, we feel unstable. And then situations never stay the same, and things break down, blow up, burn down, deteriorate, are stolen. So unstable as well. Eventually, this Ace of Pentacles, we turn inward and upward. What a great picture. We turn upward to up above, where we find the only stable thing in our lives, the eternal, never ending, Unconditional, nothing we can do to lose it, love from up above. That becomes the foundation of who we are, and then it changes how we perceive the outside world. Since we're no longer worried about them defining us, you're able to express yourself in a completely different way. And you make different choices. You see the world completely differently. It's a place of abundance and overflowing than lacking all the time. So I like this for you. There is this transformation of where you're looking for your worth and how this is transforming and changing. So I like it for you. That is what spirit has for you right now, Ms. Draw. So many blessings to you. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here. And so the next free reading will be Bella Bala. And so I'll be back to you in a moment. I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Sloka, for your donation. And I do see, I think you are up here. I think I saw your name. Yeah, there you are. So you wanted to know, will P and you have an actual relationship or is it just a phase? Is it a phase? Let's take a look here. Great question. And thank you for your donation if I did not thank you. Let's take a look here. All right. What else would you like? Shloka, no, please. Sloka sans share. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I do like to say that. I think I was French in a former life because I like doing the ho 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 bonjour. Well, you know, I really feel like this is a phase because we have the phases of the moon that come in here. So I don't feel like you're going to have like an actual, like long term, type of relationship. I feel like it's a soulmate who's a stepping stone on your way to a soul partner. That's the first that card came out, and so I knew right away, but I wanted more cards to have it for the future here. So um, I like this because it's like, well, why aren't they for you right here? This definitely tells me they're a stepping stone because you have the Three of Wands, which is, heartache and fears and disappointments, and the Seven of Swords is um, this revelation here of our own thoughts, our own beliefs, our own mindsets that steal from us, that deceive us, right? So, with your relationship with them, the phase that they're helping you with, I mean, the Devil card here is basically all of this summarized, because this is Saturn energy, Capricorn energy, who are they a Capricorn? But the Saturn energy, they shake our foundation of our thoughts, our beliefs, and our mindsets, and allow us to be freed from the cage we have ourselves in, the cage of all these expectations, these deceiving thoughts we have, and they literally are brought to our face like this, to where we can't not face this, right? Normally, the crows, our thoughts and beliefs are over here cawing at us, right? Caw, caw, and trying to get our attention. But when the devil card comes in, and especially this mirror that this, P is in your life, they're like in your face, cawing really, really loud, like in your ear, where you're like, all right, I get it. But there's this freedom that comes through this relationship, which prepares you for the next. So, they're doing you a favor with this phase that you're going through with them because they're allowing so many of these fears and these mindsets to fall away to where when you move to the next relationship that you will be in a relationship with, there's a new passion, a new drive that comes in. So you definitely have this new passion that comes with another individual after this, but don't rush through it because they are teaching you here so much about some of your fears and thoughts and beliefs around a relationship that don't serve you anymore and you're ready to let them go. And it allows you to, uh, you know, uh, have a more free flowing and less stressful and less fearful relationship with someone, which is always good, right? So I like that for you, Sloka. So hopefully that resonated there for you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I am excited for your journey because there is freedom that comes through this, but then they have passion, 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 passion after that. So always something to look forward to. All right. So that is what we have. Many blessings. All right, Bella Bala, back to you for the free reading. And we have an angel message coming in here. So let's see what your angels want you to know right now. All right. I always say I like this for you. I like all the messages for everyone. I know I say that a lot. But I do like it for you because what a wonderful empowering energy coming in here. The Three of Pentacles shows about you being true to your authentic self, not being drawn off to the left or to the right by people out of fearing losing praise or feeling being punished. Really standing true to your authentic self, which with the Chariot card here is this is a beautiful combination because the Chariot card is the power of choice card, which tells you that each moment, even though we have a lot of blah, blah, blah opinion that we've been given our entire lives around what something's supposed to mean and how you're supposed to feel as you go through it and what energy you're supposed to invest in each moment, so well defined, full of popular opinion that became our habit. So we have a habit of thinking a certain way, feeling a certain way, investing our energy a certain way. This is about changing here. You're really having this aha in your life about I get to decide what something means. I get to decide what I feel as I go through it, and I get to decide where I invest my energy. And quite honestly, you always have been deciding, but out of habit, you've been deciding all of that by opinion that you were given growing up. We don't know any better. We're children. So don't beat yourself up about it. We all have done it. But we have this aha in our life where we're just like, why? Why am I doing it? Why do I think that has to mean that? Well, it always has. Well, it doesn't mean it's right for me. Why do I feel this way around this situation? Well, I always have. Well, it doesn't mean it's right for me now. Old ways, very much Aquarian energy of the old ways no longer, the old ways were good for the old times, but you're in new times. And so you need new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets around what something means and what emotion you want to express and where you're investing your energy in your life. So there's this freedom that comes in here through your angel message. And I like it for you. So be true to you, Bella Bala. I like it. So that is what they have. So many blessings for you. Very good, Shloka. I'm so glad that helped. All right. So SK, hey, thank you so much for liking. And that's a great reminder for me too, to thank you for doing that. But everyone else too. I get so involved in the readings. I don't tell you enough how appreciated I am about all the likes and hitting that like button because it does help spread the Zen love. And so thank you so much for being part of the love tsunami. Seems like a small thing, but the YouTube algorithm loves it and it helps spread the Zen love. So thank you guys so much for doing that. All right, SK. So what is Niharika Taluha? I probably murdered that. My apologies. What are they thinking about you? You are a Sagittarius and they are a Scorpio. Wow. That's a nice combination. It's like nitroglycerin and fire, right? All right, so let's take a look here. What are they thinking about you? Let's take a look here. All right. So, of course, Scorpio, Queen of Cups, very watery energy. So, they, of course, have a ton of emotion that is boiling inside of them there. Definitely passion, energy. They're always feeling something about something, always. But there's really the Queen of Cups rules over water, and all the queens are given a second portion of water. So, she not only rules over water, but she's the master of water, the master of emotion. So a lot of emotion going on, a lot of feelings. And more specifically, with the world card here, the world card is a victorious card. So it's a very positive emotions towards you. But there's this ending of old cycles in the beginning. And I like this. They don't want things to stay as they are, they want things to go forward. on a new journey. And so I do like this. I feel like there is this wanting more from you, wanting to, but not with a lot of restriction. They're wanting an adventure. They're wanting a journey. They're wanting a flow of things, right? They're water. They like to flow like a river or a stream. They want to flow here because the card after this is the last card of the major arcana. After this comes the full card, which is free of expectations, which free of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos. It's like a childlike feel to it, which is very much your energy, right? They want to go on this adventure with you, but they want emotion expressed, right? That's what Scorpios, they want to know how you feel. And so, sharing that just helps them uh, go on this path, go on this adventure, because you like that idea, being Sagittarius of, I want to go and flow and enjoy, but I don't want to have all this fear of doing the wrong thing or not doing it fast enough or too soon or blah, 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 blah. The biggest thing that I feel like they're thinking about you is let them emotions flow and let's see where it takes us, right? And I feel like that's the energy that's coming in. So that's what I feel for you, SK. So enjoy the adventure if you so choose to do so. All right, many blessings to you. All righty. So Maju, you are up next, and you want to know, how can you attract and manifest your partner in your life? All right, let's take a look here. See what spirit has here for you. Wow. Lovers, Ace of Cups, new love. I feel like you are already, but how you can attract them here is by paying attention to what emotions that you're focusing on, right? This is self-love, Ace of Cups. And so the biggest thing I can do when we're waiting for love to come in, how we attract love faster is by focusing on our inner love, right? Because the reason why things take time is because spirit is allowing us, if love is coming in fast and we keep on doing the same thing we were doing before and getting what we've always gotten, we're repeating these lessons going, oh my gosh, why do I keep attracting the same person that does the same thing and has these same messages for me? Well, because we're in the growth process, we're learning, but then all of a sudden out of nowhere, we stop attracting people and we're like, what is happening here? Why is there this slow mo where it feels like there's this force field keeping people from coming in, right? and and it's because it's happening for us, because spirit's like, all right, so you've had enough of doing what you've always did and getting what you've always gotten, so now we're going to stop the inflow of the old love because you don't want that anymore. Your soul's like, I've had enough of this all you can eat, low vibrational love. Let's cut that off now. No, no. And so it stops. And then this gives us time to focus on our higher love, the self love, which we find turning inward and upward. And that expands our love. It raises our love vibration. And the more we do that, once it gets to a certain love vibration level, a higher love vibration, which is more based on the unconditional love and joy and peace and that, then it's like, all right, I'm ready for this new love to come in, a higher vibrational love. Then things start speeding up. And that's what draws us in, the love that we've been looking for, instead of the old love that we, blah, 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 right? So that is how you can attract and manifest your partner, the partner you're wanting, not the old partners that you don't want anymore, but the true partner you're wanting to have. So that's what's coming through, Maju. So many blessings to you. I like it. I like it. I like it. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So we are to Richa Dutta or Duta. Hello, hello. And you want to know, will your future spouse be having an authoritative job or a mediocre job? All right, let's take a look here. All right. So we have the Queen of Swords. Queen, balancing of heart and mind in a place of authority. Queens rule over it. Definitely they have a balanced heart and mind. So I do feel like they'll be in a place of authority here. They have the King of Pentacles too here. I'm sorry, the Knight, not the King. The Knight of Pentacles is, the slowest moving knight out of them all, but it's the outside world. It shows this building, 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 and perfect timing, that has that as well. So I feel like, your future spouse, this is them saying it's going to take time for you to meet them because um in order for them to be in this position by the time you meet them, it just take a little bit of time for them to have that, to get into that position. So I feel like, if you're like, where are they? Why haven't I met them yet? It's like, oh, because they're working their way up into this place of authority. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm okay to wait a little bit then. I like it for you. So that is the answer for you, Richa. So many blessings to you. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name. You can correct me. I like to learn. So please let me know if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. All right, Princess Pinky, you are up next for the next free reading. And you want to know, can you go ahead with Aquarius divine guidance for your decision? Always, always trust Aquarian divine guidance because I'm Aquarius. All right, let's take a look here, Princess Pinky. What does Spirit have for you? Just jokes, just jokes. It's that Aquarian sense of humor. All right. You know, um, I feel like, well, with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is weight. You will be able to trust the guidance, but there's some balancing that needs to happen first here. The King of Cups, balance of heart and mind, is what comes in, waiting for the fruition. And then the Magician is movement forward. So I feel like if you're asking, like, do I go ahead with their divine guidance today? No. There's some balancing of heart and mind that needs to happen first. So a little bit of stuff still needs to work its way out. The Seven of Pentacles, things are progressing, and then you will know, and then you take action here with the Magician card, but not yet. So that's what's coming in here. Pause, pause. There's just a few more things that need to be worked out, and you'll know. But it's things need to balance out a little more. So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky. So many blessings to you. Up next, we have Kevin Tribuin. Tubuin. I know I try. I really try. uh, Sorry for murdering your name. And hello, I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. I see your little hey. And so the current feelings of Kriti for you. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know, Kevin? Just going to take a quick sip here. All right. There's a lot of thinking going on. So I mean, this is a lot of air thinking energy going on here. I mean, this is Capricorn Saturn energy, and Capricorns can be very big thinkers and really want to do the work. But the King of Swords here, they rule over air, and not only do they rule over air, all the kings are given a second portion of air. So not only do this king rule, but they're the master of communication, the master of thinking and expectations and thoughts and beliefs. And the Devil card is like a big proponent with that Saturn energy of shaking and rattling beliefs and thoughts around things. And so I feel like their feelings are on hold and they're caught up in really thinking around a lot of things, cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve them, cutting away fears, that type of thing, because we have the Nine of Wands, which represents like an energy block. So they have a lot of this thinking that's been blocking them towards, uh, I don't want to say recognizing. I feel like they know they have the emotions inside of them, but it's more validating them. Is that a good word? Because I feel like they know they're there, but they're not admitting. Admitting is more the word. They're not admitting their feelings because they have fears, and like I can't admit that because that means this. Da, 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 da. They got all these thoughts, they're really overthinking things, but they're also working at clearing away thoughts and beliefs, which helps them with this, because the nine is the hermit's journey, which means they're really inward. The passion, their energy, they're keeping it. It's being blocked here because of those mindsets, but they're also learning to step into their power here. You see, this Ace of Wands is really what is holding this little gate together, this block that's keeping them from moving forward. And as they're working and releasing these things, they will lift this up and that will fall and they'll be able to move forward. So if you're wondering why they're not admitting their passion, not validating their passion and acting on their passion, it's because of this, and they are working on it. So it'll just be a matter of time before the barrier falls down, but they are in big overthinking mode. So if they're a Capricorn or if they're an air sign, just know that they're all up in here and the emotions are kind of in a safe place while they're working through all this mental stuff. So that's what's going on for you, Kevin. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. You're welcome, SK. All right. So the next free reading up we have is Anjushri. Hello, hello. And you want to know your future spouse's nature, their hobby, and whatever else. Spirit is willing to tell you on your, they call it the scavenger hunt these days for our, love, right? The journey of finding them is what it's all about. They don't want to give us the whole, here's everything about them, where they are at, who they are, all the background check. They want to give us pieces and hints because it's part of the adventure here that we get to experience here as humans, is discovering. On the other side, we want to know something, we know it. We want to be somewhere, we're there. But here we get to walk and have this adventure and search and discover, which I know drives our human side nuts, but our soul loves it. All right. So let's talk about their nature, their hobbies, and more. So you've got both the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Six of Cups tells me this is a past life connection, where you've known him in a past life. And because of that, when you meet him, you're just going to feel like you know him. Like, you're just like, I feel like I know him from somewhere. And it is because you know him from a past life. You know him from, so you've got this subconscious history that you just have this connection, which I really like, right? The Nine of Pentacles tells me that they have this solid foundation in who they are. They're like independently um, full. Their outside life, their sustenance, their money, their worth, how they relate their worth to the outside world. Very solid from the inside out. So they're not easily swayed by people's opinions and feeling like they need people to be successful. They're very independent that way, which is great. I like this earthiness with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they're very grounded, possibly an earth sign. But I just feel this, they're just very down to earth and they're very grounded. Like I said, there's stuff that doesn't shake them because they know that they're the ones that define themselves, not the outside world. And so when things happen, they don't freak out. They're just like, it's all right. We'll still get along, and I'm still going to be successful. I'm still going to, they feel safe and secure. They don't, like I said, they don't freak out easy. about, oh my gosh, the sky's falling or anything like that. So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now on Jushui. So a little bit, two little more nuggets to put towards your. Are you doing a journal with these readings? Right. That's what I probably would do is have a journal, and as we're putting pieces together, it's like what was the old? There was an old game show called Concentration or something where they had all this stuff where you would answer questions and it would reveal different pieces of this giant picture, and as little pieces got put away, you got to start to see, oh, that's an eye. What's that? What's that? What's that? And then you'd be able to see and eventually have enough of it revealed where you have a really clear picture of what was behind there. So I like it. It's very intriguing, right? But that's what they have for you, Andrew Shri. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. We are to Star Girl. You want to know the Pisces feelings towards you. So I'm very thirsty today. All right. I know coffee really doesn't take away the thirst, right? But it tastes good. So, Star Girl, what are Pisces feelings towards you? All right. All right. Well, there we are. Well, here is the Pisces, Queen of Cups, very much a water sign. Pisces, the Queen of Cups rules over water. And not only that, but all the queens are given a second portion of water. So she's ruler, but she's master of emotion. So definitely, the Pisces has this strong emotion, masters it. Sometimes they don't even know it's there, and then it just comes in like a tsunami, and you're just like emotion, and then no motion, emotion, which is like the Two of Pentacles. It's like this ebb and this flow, right? And so there's times where there is great amount of emotion that you pick up from them, right? You're just like, wow. And then you're like, where did it go? It's like, if you've ever seen a tsunami, when it's coming in, suddenly the tide just goes and it's gone. You're like, where's all the water? And you're like, just wait for it. Here it comes. And here comes it just takes you, it tumbles you in the emotion. And then you're just like, where did it go? Well, here comes the second wave. Get ready. This is that ebb and flow of the combination of these two that are coming in here. So they definitely have emotion. If you haven't felt it yet, just wait for it. It is about to come. And we have the Magician card here. So Magician definitely is the divine masculine energy, very much fiery energy, passion that comes in. So there is this, again, here's this infinity symbol with this, ebb and flow, and the infinity symbol represented here too, that goes like, you know, so there's this ebb and this flow of this energy coming in, and it's definitely there. I feel like, you know, this is action and movement and putting forward the action. It is coming. This is more divine feminine energy where it takes time for like the chalice to fill up and then you get the overflow. And so just get ready. I just feel like you're going to be blindsided by it, because you're like, I don't even see the wave. Where's the wave? And everyone's like, look behind you. You're like, what? Look behind you. And you turn around and you're like, oh my gosh. But it's not like you know anything scary or dangerous or anything like that. It's beautiful. So it'll be coming, so just wait. And that is what they have for you, Star Girl. So many blessings to you. Enjoy your adventure. All right. So, Rose with the pink flower, you are the next rereading up here. And you want to know is your soul purpose aligned, or are you aligned with your soul purpose? All right, absolutely. Here, let me see. I feel like I want to grab a nature spirit oracle card here for you. But we are always in alignment with our soul purpose. because our soul, like our capital SOUL purpose, is to experience this life, to experience the opposites, learn more about who we are. We're a perfect mountain. We come down here as a human to wander and explore around the mountain. So there's no right or wrong. It's just as we go around there. But then, we're multitaskers. And so we do have like things we want to experience on the mountain while we're here. And I feel like that's what we're asking is, am I completing the little different things? It's like going to an amusement park and there's certain rides you want to ride. Am I riding all the rides that wanted to ride when I came to this theme park? That's what we're looking at. I like the way they explain that. All right. And boom. So you got the Spirit of Earth card that came in here. Beautiful, beautiful card here. Let's see what they have for you, Rose. All right. Oh, helps if I go to the right place here. There it is. So, prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and you are grounded. Who you are is enough just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. The spirit of the earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and the now. So, your native spirit wants you to know that the spirit of earth represents your physical self and your physical surroundings. It's okay to make plans for the future, but make sure that you also embrace and appreciate the present. You're deeply and profoundly loved and supported at all times, no matter what's occurring in your life. Trust that all your needs are being met. Take time to create spaces in your home where you feel absolutely at peace. And in doing so, you create a template for peace in all areas of your life. Feel the solidity and power of the earth beneath you. This is in your core. Just as grass pushes up out of moist ground, know that fresh new shoots of growth are similarly taking place within you right now. You're grounded, prosperous, and strong. And these cards come with a journey if it resonates. It says all the solid forms around you, including your body, are a part of the physical realm. Notice how you relate to and identify with the physical universe around you. By doing this, you are activating the spirit of earth within you. Let the reality of your relationship with the earth fill your consciousness. Feel it in every pore of your being. Let yourself merge with its energy and imagine how it would feel to be a rolling hill, a great mountain, or a deep canyon. Didn't I just say you are a perfect mountain? You're exploring it. So there you go. Let yourself merge with that energy. Imagine yourself lying in a meadow of wild flowers high in the mountains. Visualize the roots of the trees extending deep into the soil, reaching down toward the center of the earth. Wow, I like it. So it basically, I like that they reaffirm basically that you are a perfect mountain rose. You're in alignment with your soul purpose. Explore, get to know yourself, get to know this energy of this earth and this human as you understand more of who you are, as a spirit being by experiencing the opposites here in the physical, right? So explore who you are, explore the earth, explore this great mountain that you are. There's no wrong path. And I feel like they're just saying you're doing what you're soul has wanted you to do in this lifetime. So, how beautiful is that? So, that's what they have for you, Rose. So many blessings for you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And Dijona Sturgis, you are up and you want to know whatever Spirit wants you to know right now, right? Open to whatever message. I like it. So let's take a look here. Wow. Shishing. Cards flying here. I know I laugh when I see things. It's just temperance. Ha ha ha. Things slowly unfolding. The tempering, it's like the cup that there's two cups and one has the base metal in it, and it's slowly this magic pours it into each cup. It's transforming it moment by moment into gold. And this is what they're saying is it's the process is unfolding. New birth is coming. Takes time. The gestation, takes time as well. But there is a new birth that is headed your way. Just trust the process. Enjoy the transformation. Enjoy, the pregnancy. Not that you're going to be pregnant, but it's the enjoy the unfolding and the birthing and the growth of these things moment by moment, rushing to get like rushing to get the baby out of you and into the world and then getting it to be a teenager and out of your house and into, and then life is done. It's like enjoy each moment, take a big deep breath, enjoy the morning sickness, enjoy the feeling, the bumping, enjoy the fullness that you feel, enjoy the process of birth, enjoy each moment as it grows and these things happen. It just really is this wonderful message of come back to right here, right now, and the gratitude for what is happening in the moment is what is coming through. So I like that for you, Dijona, and that's what they have at this moment. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So we to always victory. Hello, hello. And you'd like an oracle card for the book. What aren't you seeing here? And I feel like the Earth Magic Oracle is the one that we're going to use here. Let's see. What aren't you seeing regarding your book? All right. Shishang lightning power. And let's see what this brings in for you. It says we see power all around us. It's in the mountains, the meadows, and the clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere, such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. And we see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm or are grateful that we are already being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. Yay. When we witness nature's power, we open hearts and minds. We see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. So that's the description of lightning and power. And the message for you from the card is the power available to you, the force of life itself is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. So I feel like it's what is your intention for the book? What is your values around the book? What is your willingness to act on the book? And it says, although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decision or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force. And by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access the divine power that is the very force driving the universe. So, with all that, I feel like what you're, and it's not so much not what you're not seeing. I feel like they're just saying what a good reminder is to return to your why. Why am I doing this? And it's not good or bad. It just is. But why are you wanting to do the book? What are you feel you're getting out of it? How do you feel you'll help others? Why? Right. And that's what happens. When we get projects, when we get into things, even doing readings, the why in the beginning is, oh, I want to share the messages and love, and um, I want to help other people remember their connection with spirit and to remember who they really are. But if we get distracted by, I've got bills to pay, I need to eat, I need this, I want this, and what are people thinking, what do they want, blah 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 blah, we can get pulled off course into our ego, our human side can get caught up in fears. And then we can tell that that's when it happens, because the energy just drops out from underneath it. And it's like, God, why am I doing this? And I have to go do that again. You know, and when you feel that way, it's a big indicator of like, oh, I'm off my why. That's why I showed this earlier. I have my true north. That says true north. My handwriting's a little off there, but it's my reminder. I have it on my desk to go, why am I doing what I'm doing? And that helps me come back to my why. And I feel like that's what they're saying. It's not that you're not aware of it, that you don't see it, but it's a good reminder to go, oh, there it is. Yeah, my true north, my why. So that's what I feel is coming through right now. Always victory. So many blessings to you, and enjoy the book. Return to the why of the book, right? All right. So that's what they have. So many blessings for you. And Cheery, hello, hello. So uh, you are up next for the next free reading. What did H think of you? And any hidden messages from the glass coincidence? All right, let's take a look here. All right. So, so first, what did they think of you? Seven of Cups. They're determinate. So many emotions. What do they feel? They're trying to figure it out. So it definitely triggered a variety of different emotions, and they're just trying to figure out what do I feel? I'm not sure. So there is this emotional, I'm going to say confusion, but emotional storm that kind of triggered within him there. Any hidden messages from the glass coincidence or incident? I'm not sure. But the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, this is the fated wheel, the Wheel of Fates. It definitely, there is a significance. It is like an indication here that this was fated, and it is showing you that no interaction with anyone is an accident. Every individual we come across is a divine appointment, showing us something, pointing us to something. And so I really like that. You know, it's like the message within the message, that there is definitely a reason for it. And I like that they're saying they're signs and they're symbols that point to you, fated events that just show you, yeah, yeah, this is a reminder that um, every person is a mirror for us. Every person shows us something about ourselves. So, what did you see in it? Not to be concerned about what did it mean to them, but what did it mean to you, right? This is this reminder that this is a fated event. You asked them to come into your life on purpose for a purpose. So, why did I want to meet them? Why did I want this to happen? What did this mean for me? I feel is what they're pointing you to. So I like that for you, Cheery. That's what they have. Boom, boom, boom. So there we have it. All right. So many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list here. And we are to you, Shirley. Hey, Shirley. And will Serenity be able to perform and do well in the horse show in 6 months? All right. What a beautiful name for a horse. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? Are they going to be able to perform first? All right. And then will they do well in 6 months in the show? All right. Okay. So are they going to be able to perform? Four of Swords, peace of mind, relax. I like it. Five of Cups, there's a journey along the way, of course, right? There's an emotional choice that comes in. um and I like this. It's like, have peace of mind around it. They are going to be able to, there's going to be some, you know day-to-day emotional ups and downs with what you're feeling, but you have the choice with it, which I like. And then are they going to do well? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, dreams come true. So definitely this would be a positive outcome for sure regarding that. So you are definitely going to be happy and full of joy with the outcome in the performance. Um, so I like that. Just they're like, relax, relax. I like this. They're like, just kick back, and these are the spilt cups over here, but dip your toe into the beautiful feelings of, allow yourself to feel what you want to feel, but there's always the Ace of Cups, which is full of the love and overflowingness over here. So I like it. Definitely positive news. And what an adventure. What a journey that you get to flow through over the next 6 months. I like it. Yeah. Oh, everything. Yeah, she hurt her. Oh, how funny that it's the foot stuck into the emotions, right? That's how perfect that is. Yep. Looks all things point to positive things. So I like that. All right, Shirley. So enjoy your adventure. Many blessings to you. All right, Alex, we're up to you, and you have a love reading. And I'm not sure if last night, I always like to make sure people knew. I think you had made a donation last night, but when you retract your comment, when you make the comment on your donation, it actually withdraws the funds too. So I just want to make sure that you are aware of that, um, just for the future, because um, I don't think it's not supposed to work that way, but that's the way it actually ends up happening. So that is what I wanted to make sure. And I saw your name; it just jumped out to me, so I thought I'd let you know. But for a love reading, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know. All right. Hmm. Very, very interesting here. So, when I have the combination of the Devil card along with the Three of Cups, this is like there's these fears here that are being brought to your attention to help release, because the Three of Cups by itself is a beautiful card. It's, joy, celebration, the upper realm, spiritual posse, great things. When we bring this in here and we bring it in around love, this is about a third party be involved in love, betrayal, being cheated on, all those lovely, lovely fears we have, which is what the devil card brings in, shows us the strings that are attached that, really drive us crazy, right? I mean, they're really going, no, I'm tired of this. And this is great. This is a wonderful transformational type of energy that comes in because this is, Saturn energy comes in to have us face those fears, to release them because they really are destructive. And I know, what was it? I mean, I'm trying to think. I think it was, yeah, relationship number 3. I had to think through for a moment. No, it wasn't that, wasn't that. It was the third relationship that I was in. I had a big mistrust because I've had, with growing up, betrayal, but then in my first 2 relationships, betrayal, going outside of the relationship for intimacy and stuff. So when I reached number 3, the poor person, they were, you know, uh, they got to deal with the accusations and the mistrust to the point that they just told me, you need to go to counseling and you need to deal with this or we're not going to make it. They were just really boom. And I was like, okay. So I went to counseling and learned a lot about my mistrust and where it all came from and going back to, all the way back to childhood of being feeling abandoned and feeling left alone and all this kind of stuff. So I like this coming in for you because wow, what a difference it made in my life and the healing that it allowed, the transformation of emotions and so I like this coming in. I know it feels like blue, but there's freedom that comes after it. So I feel like Spirit is saying definitely it's time to really look into that. If you can afford counseling, go to counseling. Um, Wonderful. I always recommend it for everyone. If you're able to go, um, they provide us wonderful, wonderful tools and like they did it's like AMDR. It's where they do the sound going back and forth. And my counselor, she took me back on this journey where she took me like my current feelings of mistrust and then went back and went back and went back and went back. And it was just like this wonderful experience where afterwards I was just like, she like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I just see how it impacted my entire life now." It was like wonderful. So all of that to tell you that it's worth it if you want to dive into that. I feel like that's what spirit is nudging at this time. So many, many blessings to you. Absolutely, Shirley. My pleasure. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. All right. So the next free reading we have Sudeshni Nadu. Hello, hello. I am well. Hope you are well as well. And will your relationship with N be successful this year? Let's take a look here. Okay, what else? So I feel like there is success here. I just feel it takes time for this to unfold. You might not see like the ultimate fruition of what you're looking for in your relationship this year, but the Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the work. It's like a apprentice who's studying under a master, someone studying in school and graduating. It's the process. It's like you have semesters completed, you have classes completed. There is successes, but the hanged man is kind of like a caterpillar, hanging upside down in a cocoon as they're moving towards becoming a butterfly. It's like there's stages that happen, and this is like this. It does take time for things to unfold here. So there is successes, but the ultimate one doesn't happen this year ultimately, which I guess would be like marriage. You know, that's probably what the butterfly of a relationship would be marriage or children or, you know, whatever the ultimate success is. I feel like it's next year, but I feel like there's stages that are unfolding throughout this year with it, if that makes sense. But that's what's coming through. So that is what they have for you, Sodeshni. So many blessings to you. All right. And let me just continue looking down here. And so we completed that. Just making sure I'm not passing by someone here. So I think we are to Lou A. Hello, Lou. So you want to know, does your Capricorn guy still consider or want you to take some beach days together when he gets some time off from work? All right, let's take a look here. All right. All right. Well, we got the Knight of Wands, which is fast, 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 passionate movement here, and the Page of Swords, which is new communication, new ideas, new thoughts. I feel like they still want movement and action between you two, but I feel like they're going to change their mind and idea about what you do. So I still feel like they're considering it. I must feel like there's rain or something. It's like, well, we can't do that, but hey, do you want to go to a movie? Not even a movie. They don't want to go to a movie. They want like conversation and action and conversation type of thing. Hey, why don't we get a bite to eat instead? You know, it's raining. Or hey, let's go for a drive. Or hey, it's like something else. Um, so they do want to hang out, but I feel like the weather changes things of all things. But that's what I feel coming through, Lou. So there you go. So that I feel like definitely a yes, but just a change of plans with that. So there is what we have, and many blessings to you. And let me see here. I think, yeah. So we already took care of you, Sukanya. Alisa Manzini, hello, hello. So you'll be up next year. Will you be able to find your physical alignment again soon? All right, let's take a look here. Yep, I do feel here. The strength card here is the alignment of your physical and your spiritual self. So I feel like this is a yes. There's just some, with the Five of Swords, there's some mental conflict that needs to be worked through here, some fears of losing conditional love and some beliefs that can be let go. I mean, I like it here. They're like right in your ear. And I feel like you know what they are, because with the Five of Swords, especially with it so like adamantly in your ear here, this crow, it's like you cannot avoid this mental conflict, whatever's happening. You know what it is. You're like, I get it. I know. It's like, gah, gah. And it's like, all right, I see you. Let's look into this. So I feel like with whatever this mental fear is that's been making itself known in the outside world, it's like you can't avoid it. And it helps you though, because it's like what you're facing allows you to move into this physical alignment. So whatever this thought is, you're going to move through it, because the five is a number of transformation and change. So that is what I see coming in there for you, Elisa. So many, many blessings to you. Hey, Ashwarya. Hello, hello to you. You're welcome, Smita. All right, Chloe Gemini. Looks like you are the next one coming up here. All right, Sudeshni, thank you so much. I like the confirmations. Those are great. All right, so Chloe, hello. What are A's thoughts and feelings towards you after the disagreement you had? All right, let's take a look here. Let me just refresh these real quick here. All right, what else? All right, there we go. So feelings, we have the Knight of Wands here, passion, fire, rah, if they're a fire sign, I feel like they just heat up and they cool off because here's the heating up, but then afterwards they are thinking. The Queen of Swords is balancing of heart and mind. So I feel like they're balancing, they're thinking things through, they're contemplating, So I feel like they're like, yeah, I know. I almost feel like I don't know if they have they're showing me the movie Anger Management. Um, with oh, they were both in the car. Adam Sandler, I think he's the Adam Sandler, and I can't remember his name. He played in The Shining, right? But he has him singing, "I feel pretty, oh so pretty," and I feel like they're like, I understand. I know. I get angry. Like they have not like they have anger issues, but they know they get angry fast, but then they cool off too. And they're thinking about it, and they're just thinking through things, and there's a balancing coming in. So they're not like "Rah, rah, rah, rah." They're just like, okay, now let me calmly think about what happened and what was my part and where was this disagreement. And you can think about, what were your thoughts and feelings going through this, right? What fears triggered in both of you? Because that's why we have fights. That's why we have cat fights. When the human side of us goes into this, fear mode, we go out of our intelligent, compassionate, loving self, and our cat mind kicks in. So we hiss and we attack, and we hiss and we run away. It's like, okay, what was my fear of this cat fight? What was going on in it, right? And that's what they're doing. I don't feel like they're like, it's over. They're more looking, balanced at it. So that's what's coming in there for you, Chloe. So yeah, that's all they have. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. Natasha R. Some insight. Oh, sorry, Natasha. We already did that, didn't we? You had made a donation, I believe, down below. I was like, that sounds familiar. And it is here because I believe you made a donation. And yeah. Or that sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, you made a donation over here. So we did do that. All right. So let's continue past that. So, Summer Butterflies, you are up next. So, what's the purpose of Eduardo in your life? Why did you meet? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I can see here. We've got because they kind of have these cards all kind of melt together. Here's the Knight of Cups. So here's Eduardo coming into your life, the Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Six of Wands. So they are really this beautiful reflection for you to um, show you. It's like, I know it sounds weird, but the design before you came down here, you wanted them to come into your life so that you could uh, have this reflection back to you of disappointment. You're like, wow, why would we want that? I know our human sometimes has a hard time understanding that, but when they reflect back to us enough when we're looking into the outside world for our validation or our worth, when we're disappointed enough in the outside world, it does point us back to ourselves. The Ace of Pentacles is looking at our worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Finding that within ourselves. And so they really were showing you here, um, here's the love we're looking for in the outside world. But, you know, the thing about when we are searching for this love, the Knight of Cups is the search for love, the holy grail in the outside world. When we're looking in for that and we see it, we're like, oh, there it is. That's what I've been looking for. And it's like, but it doesn't fulfill us because what we're looking for is the love we find inward and upward. And so you met um, for them to show you and point you back inward by showing you that you're not going to be able to find what you're looking for in the outside world. But once you do, once you find this love on the inside and fill up, the world and the outside transforms because it's no longer falling short because you're finding what you need on the inside and you realize the outside world couldn't have given it to me. And when you see that, then you see the world as above and beyond extra instead of trying to find it what you thought was going to make you feel whole and complete. So there is this beauty in that. Um, I know it seems weird, but that's what the purpose is. But that's what's coming through, summer butterflies. So many blessings for you. And Nicole, hello. Let me see where we're at here. I'm glad you think so, Chloe. I'm not the smart one in the relationship here. I just have learned to listen. So we thank them for their wisdom. All right. Hey, Becky. You can donate either the super chat down below or in the pinned comment at top. I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square as well. So whichever one you would like, and there's no set dollar amount. Whatever you feel for you. I just honor the energy exchange. All right. So here we left off with Nicole. Hello, hello. So who is coming towards you in love and when? I know we like that when, right? All right. All right. So who is coming towards you? You have the Page of Cups. So you do have new love that's coming towards you. It is this higher love, this different love that is coming in here. It is someone with the Four of Swords. It is there, the Four of Swords is peace of mind, it's calmness. You can see how it's just you feel very calm around them. Excuse me, you feel very it's like your fears are put at ease around them with this coming in here. So I do like it for you. There's this I'm sorry, I have to talk about this one. They keep on jumping here. It's like it's going to be the when is taking a little bit of time because the Knight of Pentacles, this is someone, this is the slowest movie night out of them all. And so it does take time for things to unfold. And, it's the outside world has its seasons. And so it's like, all right, it's taking its good old time to come around here. But there's this as we look into the expectations that we have around relationship, because the Four of Swords, right before it is the Three of Swords, which is the expectations equal disappointment card, the heartbreak card. Usually it has a big heart in it with three swords stuck in it. And so that's what, is taking time here. And things take time on purpose for us when it comes to especially love, because what unfolds with it all is when we have these fears, um, when we feel and have the things that we've always done, we get what we've always gotten, right? And so the Knight of Pentacles slows down, and there is this opportunity for us to look into those fears and we release those. Because then we raise our love vibration instead of being where we're at with our lower vibration. When we do that, we continue to attract what we've always tracked, right? We do what we always did, we get what we always got. But there's this transformation, this change that comes, and it raises our love vibration, which allows us to draw on someone who's more in alignment with our heart, with what we want to have, right? So this Knight of Pentacles, it comes in and slows things down on purpose so that we can raise our vibration in it, and we're not bringing in what we've always brought in. It kind of just slows things so that the stuff that's we're drawing to us with our lower vibration doesn't come in fast. It comes in very slow, which allows us to raise our love vibration where we stop drawing that and that falls away and new love starts drawing in. Then things start to speed up as well. So, when we're like, oh my God, how long is this going to take? Well, we have some control over that. The faster that we work on our self love and raise that vibration, the faster things will come to us as well. So that's what's coming in. There is someone, but they're like, in the meantime, it's like letting go of these fears of losing conditional love, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, have tos and must around a relationship, uh, does change those things. So that's what they have for you right now, Nicole. I know, fun, 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 but that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. And Dana, you will be my next free reading coming up. So thank you so much for your being a new subscriber. Welcome to the Soul family. Hopefully, we'll see you around more as well. You're definitely welcome. So welcome to your reading here. And you'd like to know any love coming in for you here. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around love coming in? All right. All right. So I do see that you are going to be having some new passion coming in here. Could have a couple of movement cards. The 10 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. And the 10 of Wands goes, wow, you've been on this journey, investing a lot of energy, and you're done. You're ready to stop investing your energy on where you've been investing it. And the Ace of Wands comes after this, which is new passion to come in. And this is happening. It's like, the Six of Swords is another movement card. It's the movement of thought and belief and mindset, which you're leaving behind old ways of thinking and moving into new ways of thinking. And this allows movement to come in the area of love. So if you've had a lot of, you know, we all are given a lot of, thoughts around supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, and must around what love is supposed to be, who you're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, how you're supposed to meet, how it progresses, where it ends up, blah, blah, blah. Well, that 10 of Wands is like a lot of energy being invested in trying to make all this stuff happen. And it's just like to this point of like letting go, trusting that the creator is going to bring in the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. And it allows this, that's where this a movement allows, because when we have so many restrictions, the universe has to try to fit everything in between here. But all this opportunity, all these other ways, this miracles that they can bring in, we limit by that. So this, again, kind of like we were just talking about with Nicole too, the letting go of the old ways of thinking and expectations just frees up the universe. It frees up you. It frees up your energy. And it's like it can be exhausting trying to make everything happen when it's like a little baby grabbing the hold of the steering wheel of a car while you're driving, going, no, I want to go here. And it's like, oh, there goes the car off the road and it runs into a tree. And then we're like, all right, well, let's get or it runs into a ditch, right? And it's like, well, let's get a tow truck and now, creators like, well, you can trust me. We'll get the perfect person the perfect way. You're like, okay. And then we grab onto the wheel again and take us off road. There's this release that's with these cards here of letting go of old ways, letting go of control, letting go of fears, and allowing yourself this new passion of life to go in a direction. I feel like when you stop trying so hard to find love and you start living life, you find love because you start doing things that you enjoy. You start uh, investing that energy instead of trying to control the relationship stuff. you're living life, and like you go do something that you love, and that's where you meet someone you love, you know. Not that the purpose is, "Okay, I'm going to go do this because I'm going to find him there." It's like when I live life and I live my love of myself and my life, it draws in more love, is what I feel the message is for you. So that's what's coming in, Dana. So again, thank you for being a subscriber. Welcome. All right. Let's take a look here. See where we're at. You are very welcome, Nicole. Oh, very well. Very good, summer butterflies. Thank you for that as well. All right. Let's see, where are we at here? Where did I leave off? There. See, how many do we have? I know my blood sugar is starting to drop. I'm starting to feel it. So I'm not sure here. Looks like I have several more to go. Um, Let me see here. How many do I have to go here? So it looks like we've got one. Yeah, there is quite a few more to go here. What I'm going to do here, Nidia, you'll be my last free reading for this session. If you want to make a donation, I still will complete those in this session. But I will be back this evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time and tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. So if you're not able to make a donation, please know I shall return. Also, before everyone, if anyone leaves, I do have a giveaway every Monday. And there's 2 days left to get into that one. So here's the link to the video. I'll be giving away two 30-minute person recorded readings and also some monthly giveaways, which has to do with the April monthly readings, which I do have listed in that video. But here's the playlist for that if you haven't checked out your April readings. And May, I do have monthly readings that came out this morning for the month of May. So here is the playlist for that if you'd like to check that out. And I also each week put out at least one pick a card reading. And this is the pick a card reading from this week, which was What Don't You See About Your Relationship or Relationships? So there's a ton of pick a cards too if you want to check those out too as well. So Shania, let's see here. Where is your reading here? See how, sorry, I'm just trying to find out where you were in the list here. Oh, I see. Right there. Yeah, you're about 4 or 5 more down as well. I'm so sorry, Shania. I've been on for 2.5 hours, and I'm getting shaky. For some reason, my blood sugar is like bottoming out underneath. So I really appreciate you. If you are subscribed to my channel, I do put out the announcement an hour before I start. And so if you have all set under your settings, you can jump in ahead and put it there as well. Um, so I appreciate it, you understanding. I try to get through as many free readings as I can, but I can feel like my energy. I'm starting to feel very weak. So it doesn't happen very often, but I feel like I need to go eat. So thank you for understanding, because otherwise I might just pass out here and you guys are just going to see my beautiful tapestry and I'm not going to be here. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you understanding though. All right. But if you make a donation, I will try to complete it in this session too. But I do need to head off here. So, Nidhi Sarbaya, your current feelings of cabal for Nidhi. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Wow. So we do have some wonderful energy here, Nidhi. I mean, they just feel there's it's like this dream come true, this wish come true. They're feeling very joyful and overflowing here. And the 10 of here with the Wheel of Fortune, they do feel things are turning here that are, this is even like you and them both feel, even your human side feels like this change, this that's happening here. Even your human feels it's fortunate for you. It's for you. It's the tune of four, the four tune. So I really feel like things are about to change and switch here for you here in the very near future, but they feel very overjoyed. It just feels very like this is a wish fulfillment card. It's that kind of feeling that's coming through with this card. And I mean, so two very powerful, beautiful cards coming in here. So I do like that for you coming in here, Needy. So thank you for your patience in getting to that here. Um, Great. Thank you guys so much for understanding. Like I said, I've been on for 2.5 hours, and I usually go for a little longer, but I definitely feel weak, which I normally don't. So I'm going to go eat something, and I shall return. I'll be back in what is it, 1:30? So in about 4.5 hours, I'll put out my announcement so guys can get in line early there as well. Um, and it's kind of like getting in line for a free concert without any assigned seats. The sooner you get in there, the sooner I can get to it, and you can get a good seat. Otherwise, like for some of you, I do apologize. I wish I could get through everyone, but I can't always. So thank you for understanding. If you need an answer right now, too, jump in. If you click on my name, bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot, you can check out your monthly readings or any of the pick a card readings. I have them for relationships. I have them for a variety of things, and just follow your heart, and spirit will guide you to the readings that have answers for you too. So thank you guys so much for all your love, all your support, all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love, and it's part of the love tsunami as well. And please know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, hang in there. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you, much love to you. You guys hang in there and take care. We'll see you soon.